Hey guys, what's up? How y'all guys doing? And I know it's been so much long and you guys been like DMing me about several other tutorials, but the most which was like really called out was space laces. So um this tutorial is all about space lasers and its sound design because I have so many bases made in 2018. Also the preset, which was made in 2018 or 2019. So the end results and the all things sounds all like this. So I'm gonna play the drop for you guys. So let's play the drop.
It's the Mix King!
So that was the drop. Pretty space lazy. I'm not pretty space lazy, but sounds like space laces. So these all are made with Serum. No any other plugins added. Just the fat track, because these are some post processing. So the first one, you're gonna go straight into this, and the first one it just sounds like this. And for the secret of sound designing or the thing, or if you want to just achieve space laces vibes, just use the basic shapes or just use the initial one. So these are the all initial patches, right? Just level all the way to 100 on LFO1, and FM from B is on minus 45. I think I've no, it's on minus oh not minus but 46. And the shape I made is something like that. If you just do this and probably something like that, I guess. No, I just did it like this. So if you just make something like this, so that's the thing. And now moving on to um oscillator B, which I'm already FMing, so I'm not using the volume. Everybody does know about this. So if you're using the FM from B, you have to just turn off the oscillator B's level down. So another thing, okay, yeah, I was using the LFO1 on course pitch on uh bipolar or unipolar at all the way to 100. So and also I'm using the filters high notch 12 on multis right there, which is being modulated cut off at 36 hertz and the modulation at 36, and the wave resonance at cut off at 22%, and the LFO resonance at 41. And now the frequency at 82% cut and the minus 41 on backwards. So that is for the LFO1. Now moving on to LFO2. No, we'll move on to the FX first. So hyperdimension at unison 7, unison up to 7, and hyper VAT at 44%, and hyperdimension size at 39, and I'm using little bit mix with 7%. Now moving on to the distortion at probably 100 with modulation on LFO1, and drive at 47, compressor gain at 9.6, and these are our, I think these are our just the same, just the threshold at minus 80.1. And flanger, which is most useful thing. It's on flanges minus flange minus, yeah, and it's on 3%, on 61 and 3% of modulation, and resonance at 29, drive wet at 19. I don't know what I'm using on LFO2. Probably master tuning. Yeah. This is on all the way. Master tuning LFO2 to uh I think it's minus 100, yeah. And I just made the shape with one half. So that's all for the one. Now moving on to the second, we have this boy, which is a bit crazy because this thing sounds really crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with it because this sounds crazy. So this is actually made with basic shapes. Um, it's in here, analog basic shapes, and it's on two, the sawtooth, and it's also FMing from B on 53%. And I'm using. I think I'm not using anything. Using L41 just this, and using the filter comms on this L. Moving on to the LFO2, I made the shape like this on one half, and it's on comms 50%, 50 on the cutoff, and bipolar unipolar at 17, resonance at 52, 16% drive wet, and the shape like this, yeah. And on LF oscillator B, I'm just using a sync up to 1.62%, which you can use it all how you like it, but it sounds good to me. Yeah, however you like it. Now moving on to the level 3, we have a coarse pitch, which is using bipolar to do minus 28. And I just made a shape like this. It's just the shape you can make it. So it's on one half, and also it's on basic shapes, sawtooth. You using a bipolar of 53% all the way to right, and I think that's the thing from the LFOs. Now moving on to the FX section, distortion at distortion is actually when you just pull up this towards the high cut. I mean the low cut. Just the way to low to high. So just get the low cuts and 0.1, and this I don't know center frequency of distortion filter. It's 2093. It's on pre, and 30% of modulation and 44% of drive at hyperdimension. It's on 7. It's all same, just the mix at 23. And now we are using Combs filter on the LFO4 shape like this, and it's on 1/4, and it's actually just using on a cutoff on 27, and using bipolar or unipolar at 28, resonance at 14, and not using anything else, just the resonance at 14. And chorus rate 0, delay 0, delay 20, depth at 260 all the way to the right, and feed at 9% low pass frequencies at all the way to right. And I think I'm modulating that onto LFO1, just 10, um, just the 10%. Yeah. And the compressor 9.8 and all these are same. So that's it for these two parts. This section, one section of a bass, and I just use this Fuse. I already did a tutorial on space laces or virtual ride, which I already just gave it away, so you probably could have these, or maybe in Fizo's tutorial. So now moving on to, it's just a pattern, it's just going on. So now moving on to the second part. So the second part itself, it's just, I made it like 2018, and it's just the white noise with, so probably sounds like space laces because the vibe itself is just going with the space laces. So now let's get into this. I don't know where did I find this wavetable from. This uh probably my sample into a wavetable. So I'm not gonna go into how you can just turn your sample into a wavetable. There are so many tutorials about that. Although I'm gonna give this away so you can have it. A Unison X16, random down, FM from B31, and this is a little complicated. But I don't know. I just tuned it how the sounds they're coming out. It's probably matching. That's why I just tuned this whole preset into the sound I want to make. So the chorus at minus 32.42, A fine at minus 45, semi-tunes at plus 6, FM from B31, and I'm confused. Why did I made that? Like it's a little bit of complicated. The LFO, the oscillator B is also same, random down because I'm FMing, and level down, and I'm using sync on LFO2 minus 58 like this, and the wavetable is it on the initial one. I think that's it. I think I'm not no, I'm using, okay. So the filter is PP12, big PP. Where's my PP gang at? Okay, it's PP12, and it's modulating to 50 and resonance at 60 and the frequencies to 85%, but using minus 17 backwards. And this the shape I made is just like this. Out of the space laces. So the oscillator, or the octave, I mean, sorry, what am I saying? The oscillator B octave is on +2, semitunes at +7, and B fine at minus 100, and chords at 53.53. Why did I make this? Like, what's going on? Now moving on to the hyperdimension, unison at 4, hypermix at 21, hyperdimension size 21, and hyperdimension mix 30%. The distortion is hard clip and 7146 phaser. Uh, I think it's the default one. Just using the 36% of mix. And the equalizer on alpha 1, just giving a little bit of wowiness to it. 62% Q at 60, gain always 0. And I'm just using a just using some high bump, I guess. I don't know what do you call this. A high bump at 2041 hertz, just a tad bit, only 2 something. And the last filter is reverb on 330, resonance cutting 36% to 51, damp at 19, and mix I'm just I don't know, I just tuned it up somehow, so it's 10% up and 74% to the modulation. So that's been it for the thing, and now moving on to the this bass. This one is also crazy because I don't know. These are some basses I already have resampled so many things into my library. I don't know. It sounds like a bell, but it just fitting it into the preset itself. So it's the oscillator is basic shapes. Yeah, and it's a sine wave. Um, and it's doing FM from B, and I'm using this time. I'm using FM. Okay, this time I'm using oscillator B, but I'm also using L level to 86%, which is I'm actually taking some of the vibes from the oscillator B. So it's I don't know, it's just the thing. So it's without this sounds like I don't know what do I call, but it's just the thing. So I just made the shape like this, and it's just the same thing, and the filter is now the band pass 12, and it's on 126 and 34, and resonance at 74, and frequencies at 81. Oh, I mean not 81 is the filter cutoff, and the modulation at minus 39, and sync from FM from B is minus 53. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not using in this one. I'm not using anything because I was just experimenting this bass while using several other VSTs to just make some bleed blobs by my own, and there's nothing, just these equalizer, which are just giving the wowliness. So yeah, it's on 78 and 38, and Q at 72, gain at 9.1 dB. And the other one is also the peak filter, which is the Q at 60, gain at 40.3, and going backwards to minus 19. And you're just using a delay. So just giving a little bit of tonality. Just a little bit of tonality. Yeah, you can. It's on the feedback on 61% modulating LFO1, 29.42, same, and mix at 49. Now the two. Okay, yeah, probably this one is just using the coarse pitch, and yeah, just shape like this, and it's on minus 100. So also I'm using a little bit of sync, 16%, 16, yeah. And probably, yeah, I'll allow moving on to the 3, which is also using the coarse pitch on oscillator B to minus 92. Did I fucked it up? Or somewhere around 90, I don't know. So that the shape is like this. So that was it. I feel like I'm just giving my presentation. So that was it. Hope you like the tutorial. And also the thing I want to just say, I have we're using the virtual right rack and just cutting the lows. And this is the old drag I made, and this the thing you can just cut it out and make your own. So also using the double thing, you can make it on. I have this the old one. This is my old one. I don't use it anymore. So that's all. And the thing I just want to show you, I have made it couple of space lazy thing while back ago in 2019 and sort of a phone tap. So yeah, you can see. So these are the bases I made with using these preset. You can make your own. So and also guys, let me know if you want any sound design any other design tutorials, or maybe some sound designing challenge or stuff, or maybe just tell me if you want to know how to get like really cool sounds by just using Serum and not any other VSDs. Because I have like pretty ton of shit, like probably if I can show you right now, like these basses I made recently. So these are all made with Serum. So just let me know if you want to do any type of this new sound design tutorial, or just let me know. So until then, guys, do follow me on Instagram and on my SoundCloud, which is here. So just follow me on my SoundCloud, and because I post some clips and do some clips and stuff. So I don't post the whole songs. I have so many songs to put out, but not the right time. Because I have sent it to some producers. They're just giving me the feedbacks. For now, I'm not posting it, but later, maybe yes. So until then, see you guys later. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys.